I hope I'm in focus, honestly. It's really hard to make this kind of video because it all makes sense to you in your head, but it's hard to... Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is hard. Firstly, I want to say that please don't look at this and immediately start with a judgmental mindset, because then you should just go. I want to start out by making a video about my weight loss journey, and I was never intended to be as drastic as it was. And I'm not saying I was overweight, I'm not saying I was fat or chubby, in my opinion. As some of you might know, I was without my family for a while. My family, my mom specifically, has always been about a healthy lifestyle, whether it's food, whether it's mostly food. Since I was 12 years old, it's always been around. I've always had to deal with don't eat that or don't do that or go to gym. You know, at one stage it became serious. One day I remember one day I remember looking in the mirror and I realized that my body was changing, and I was so confused because, you know, like, how can... I loved shorts. I loved wearing shorts. I had cute little legs that were shapely, and it was just so confusing, and I was so young, and I was so, like, I didn't really understand it. And from that point on I realized that I was gonna hate myself for a long time, and I did. I did develop something called body dysmorphia, where I guess I just saw it. Even though I know it's a fact that I'm out of proportion completely. I have a tiny waist and my legs are bigger, and finally, thank God, now, like, I accept that and I love that. But before I didn't. Point is, for anyone who doesn't know, I left my family when I was 14. I came to another country. Only in September last year my mom joined me. My sister joined me 1 year before, but I never saw her. And now finally my dad joined me, so we're all together again. It's very exciting. It's much more exciting than I just made that sound. Now I'm surrounded by that health influence again. Before my family got here, I had no influence. It was all me. It was all up to me. Anything I wanted to eat, anything I wanted to do. But basically, what was I saying? This time it was my choice. This time it was like, because I looked in the mirror, and maybe if I feel okay enough to do so, I will post a before and after. But personally, for me, for who I am, it was out of control, and I wasn't okay with it. I started to really, really hate myself again. I felt that self-hate, self-loathing coming back, and it was so intense. It hit me so hard, and I knew I had to make a change. I wasn't upset about it. I didn't dwell on it. I just woke up the next day and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna live like this. I'm not gonna live hating myself. I can't do it anymore. Like, I just decided I could not do that anymore. Thankfully my mom was around, because she put me back on track. She knows, she suffered from the exact same thing that I do. She knows exactly how she finally found something that provides ridiculously fast mental and physical results. When you accomplish things, your brain chemically loves that, okay? And it gets addicted to that, and it wants more, and it wants to see how far it can go. And that's exactly what happened to me. I just loved it. I loved that I was achieving something, even if it was something as small as not ordering something unhealthy and ordering something that I know would make me feel happy afterwards, and satisfied that I managed to keep my discipline and keep my self-control, and all of this together turned into this crazy transformation. And in a minute I'm going to get into what I actually do, how I did it, what not to do, and why. The biggest thing for me that I achieved, that I did by myself, by my own choices, my own discipline, self-control, mental strength, all of that put together made me like myself again. And that for me was something I thought was never, ever possible. I didn't change my diet. I changed my lifestyle, and that came with starting with not eating any carbohydrates or sugar. If you lose weight and that's something that you've been wanting to do for a while and it happens, like, you're gonna feel good. There are people that don't agree with it, they don't care. That's awesome too. I'm genuinely jealous of you. Like, I wish that I didn't have to care about this stuff, but I do, and it's just how I am. Anyway, no sugar, no carbohydrates. I substituted sugar with stevia, which is like a plant-based sweetener thing, and I substituted carbohydrates with high percentages of fat. I eat a lot of avocado, high-fat yogurt, eggs, proteins like meat or fish or chicken, but like you're not really supposed to have more than that kind of amount per meal. So I'll wake up, I'll have a big breakfast. It's supposed to fill you up. You're supposed to start with fat. That's the first thing you're supposed to eat. So yeah, and then I don't really eat until like 3 or 4 because I'm full. I snack on things like almonds, strawberries and cream, which is my favorite thing in the world, and sweet potato fries. For dinner, I'll just have something like protein and maybe that other half of the avocado that I had in the morning, or just vegetables, and that's it. Alcohol is not part of this lifestyle whatsoever. It's a lot of discipline, a lot of self-control. I'm gonna try to do a little overview on everything I said because it might have gotten a bit confusing. I was in a really bad place. I hated myself. I put on weight. I couldn't handle it. I made a decision to change my entire lifestyle, and it has benefited me in so many ways. It was just the beginning to what I'm gonna accomplish, and it's possible for everybody. You know, not only does your body change, after changing your entire lifestyle, your body's gonna go through a detoxing phase where maybe for 1 or 2 weeks you're gonna feel like you have absolutely zero energy. You might break out a little. Like the first time I tried this, I broke out like crazy. I feel like every single bad thing that was in my body just came out. The process was a little bit difficult in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie. You feel like you're doing it wrong, you feel like you have absolutely zero energy, but it's just your body adapting to the changes that you've made. And it just motivates you to keep going and keep trying. If I accomplish this, if I'm happy with myself, like, what else can I accomplish? And the opportunities are actually endless. But I'm gonna cut it there. I've been speaking for way too long, but this is just an introduction. Stay tuned, and I hope you have a good day, and I hope that this did something for you. I really do. Okay.
I ain't one for no games. Fuck is you saying? Don't you start to act strange. Stick to the plan. A lot of shit that you already know the answers to. I ain't really understanding you. It's a lot of my